one is fine.
Hey.
The Legion.
Also,
The Legion
hi, Shay.
was different.
Are we in the wrong
Hello.
one?
Yes, you are. If you want a recording, we gotta go down a channel.
Okay.
Oh man, I have the first one. This isn't fair.
I was like, where the fuck is everybody?
I just followed Derek. I assumed he would know.
Yeah, I just joined the channel everybody else was in.
We all fucked up.
Happens to the best of us.
Except Aya.
I don't think there's gonna be any, but we'll see.
This time I can't resurrect something in the on the airship.
Not until something dies there.
Well, I can't resurrect it.
I need Pirate Steve. Where the fuck is that icon? Oh, wait, it's in the characters. There it is, Karan. The only not Steve.
The only man here named after a holy book.
God. Spelled very differently, but that is pretty funny.
Could you imagine if we had like a Japanese like character named Tora and it's like, the other religious name. It's like, no, this means tiger. What the fuck, man?
I assume everyone's here, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Who would like to do a recap of last session?
We fought the big thing. We won.
Yeah.
Now the embassy is crumbling, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
The Schmembency.
Someone didn't become a warlock. We were very disappointed.
Thank God, really.
Yeah, there was a lot of bad stuff. Like there was an elf who was fucking around with a door lock system who drank some radiant potion and we had to fight her, and then there was like a specter lady who also might have been radiant. I'm not sure. It was a really creepy monster. And then there was the big guy who hit the orc into space.
And the robot.
And the robot. We did have to keep the robot out. And then Asmodeus and his brother helped us get out of there. And Asmodeus is pissed.
Asmodeus is pretty mad. But for once, not with y'all.
Now, I was just going to say, when has he ever been mad at us? But then I remembered the one time he has been really mad at us.
The
What did
bunny
you
pole
guys
vaulting.
ever do anything to?
Whoopsie.
It's pretty cool, though.
It was pretty cool.
It was pretty sick. I think that's about it, yeah?
Yeah, it was combat and pleading to much stronger characters than ours for help.
Okay. With this area crumbling around you, you see these people come in and detain these guards. and they actually just touch them, and they seem to teleport somewhere. And Asmodeus will look at all of you and say, well, it seems I thank you all for bringing this to light. I would ask that you come by the casino whenever you are done standing by the rubble of this building.
Perhaps a reward is in order.
That could be negotiated. And he says, I'll see you there. And in a blast of sulfur and fire, he will disappear.
Everyone get a second wave.
Oh my god.
And Marin will then say, well, I too need to attend to some things now that this has all happened. Good luck, friends. I doubt this is the last time we'll see each other. And he will wave his hand. What's up?
I hope he disappears. Scout was gonna go, who exactly are you? But I hope he leaves before she can
He
ask that.
is going to step through a very flowery portal and also disappear.
Who the fuck was that?
What? I was literally about to say that too.
I don't know. He was up there when I came up there.
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
Well, I did see him when time was frozen when we were able to go down the elevators. That horrible elven man who was working with the Radiants was up there as well.
In the midst of combat, Asmodeus did call him brother.
Oh, that must be from before he ascended.
Man, what a good question. Did that guy die? Did the head researcher die in the collapse?
Oh, he
I assume.
might have.
That'd be insane. Hold on, we're gonna roll some. We're just gonna roll some probability.
He was upstairs.
He was.
Was the
But I'm not
assassin still in the building too?
No, the
sure,
assassin.
gone.
The assassin was gone before you even went down the elevator.
Shame that.
Assassin's
Yeah.
fine.
The whole reason that we're here and all.
Pick high or low.
Hi.
Okay.
Trick
Yes.
question. I should have asked if it was the blue die.
Wow, this is percentile, so I couldn't have rolled the blue die.
Oh.
That said, he died in the collapse. His corpse is in this rubble.
Oh dear. Surely that won't have consequences.
Who
Be
could
okay.
say? Steve, you actually get your summon for quite a while. Unless you want to manually dismiss him.
Do I get any discount on the cost?
What's the cost?
1,000 gold.
Oh, he's Yojimbo.
That's a good question. I would say this time it's free. Next time it will cost. It will cost 1,000 gold. This is one of the very few spells that I require a payment for, but it is extremely strong.
Yeah.
You basically get like a high level warlock to help you.
What are before I do anything with my summon? What are our plans for today? Are we planning on like calling it in and resting up before the new day, or are we like gonna do some more sleuthing and looking around?
When did Alexander get stabbed? What time was it?
Probably like 2 hours ago at this point.
I know, but it was probably late at night because it was after we had gotten back from doing the zombie thing, and then you guys were all like, we should go talk to Asmodeus, and Alexander's like, fuck no, and went home and got stabbed.
So then wouldn't it be like the middle of the night or morning at this point?
Maybe like the middle of the night. despite combat taking years in real life, it actually goes by pretty quick in terms of game time.
Yeah, so it is probably the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's probably been like a couple of hours since Alexander got stabbed. And it is, yeah, I'd say it is the middle of the night.
So we get our airship tomorrow, but Asmodeus wants us to go over there now for another side quest that will take several months.
You'll never go. Never leave Aranta.
We gotta go back into the arena. Gonna get arrested.
I am scared to do anything that will pull us off track even further.
Did he say to go over there tonight, or is that something that can be done in the
He
morning?
said when we're done looking,
when you're done
standing
standing
beside the
around
rubble.
here.
Might as well get it over with.
He definitely said it with a tone that implied there is truly no option.
Alright, if that's the case, we're going there, right? As a group.
I'm going back to the room for stabbing number 2.
I kind of want to go back to the inn. You guys, I trust you guys. I'm tired. I'll watch Alexander.
Actually, as you say that, this guard looks at you, and Asmodeus' voice says, "No, you will also go to the casino, Jansina."
Like hell, I'm gonna start walking away.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh, okay. Like, that's crazy. You also hear it say, "You will be given room and board in the casino."
Derek, I think I caused enough chaos in Dresden. I don't need to do more in this. Like, I just want to get on the airship.
It's almost time.
While we're walking to the casino, I'm gonna start just chatting with my other me about his history.
You can actually say I don't remember a whole hell of a lot. I'll try and tell you what I can.
Much appreciated.
This is weird.
Never roll a history. He will actually tell you some stuff that I will send you privately later.
Yeah, we'll be talking like whispering to each other.
Yeah. Okay. Back to the casino. And Elja, do you have a new icon?
New since when?
Is it this one? No.
It's the little cute blonde face.
Oh, there we go. It's this thing. Alright. You guys go back to the casino, into Asmodeus' office. And I'll just say, for the duration of your stay here, which thankfully is only one more day, you will be staying here at the casino.
Great. I'm gonna go lay down on this couch.
Well, are you concerned there might be more trouble?
I am almost certain there is more trouble. Did you catch your assailant?
I look to to Jan on the couch since I think
Yeah.
he's the one who ran ahead.
No.
I think I was actually the last one that saw her. Because I used a hold person on her and she was able to break free and run.
That is
I would,
true.
I would say that. I think she got away.
Unfortunate. You see his eyes light up a little bit.
Mm.
That said, thank you. I will make a note of this for future endeavors. So Jancina,
Yo.
are you not gonna try for a reward?
Oh, I already have. Jan is probably okay just having wave.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to plant the seed. Everyone else can ask for a reward.
Yeah, he'll say, well, there's nothing else. Blissfully, you'll be able to leave in the morning.
I forget, is he creating our airship? Or was it?
No.
It was a third party, right?
Yep, you're getting a commission by the
You
Beastmen.
know, that's a third party. I don't want a reward from Asmodeus, but I'll take payment in the form of some
Gold.
information about what the Fey Embassy is supposed to be doing in Veranta.
He would say what they're supposed to be doing is simply being a bridge from the Feywilds to this world. As for what is going on below there in the area we just were is news to me, but I had a suspicion something was going on. I never had cause to enter the building, but thankfully your little escapade gave me exactly what I needed.
What made you suspicious?
There have been rumors of demons entering and exiting that tower, as well as a few angels, which are not a common, neither should be common in a city like this. Nor should they have any affiliation with the Feywilds. Those three things are usually pretty averse to one another.
Like in my head, I'm thinking about that like weird ass satyr we fought. So like on his Kill Bill list, just kind of turning that over in my head a little bit. But oh shit, what was the other question? Oh, I was gonna ask what. So like, what kind of was the? How should I put this? The initiative between having such an easy access between the regular plane and the Feywild. Like, why was that?
You actually,
Necessarily sounds too aggro, but you know what I mean.
yeah. You'd actually say it was simply the Queen calling in a favor from me. I didn't really question it, and just figured it would. I just figured it was some nosiness on their part, some fey feed on the mortal realm, which really isn't my business.
Mm. Do you think they're all compromised?
Most certainly. Such machinery and things should not exist on this world, and yet there they were.
Then I suppose we can assume that the Radiance has infiltrated the entire plane.
And to that he would say, that would be very alarming.
No shit.
And if what you say is true, then that is something I'll have to assist in taking care of.
We would know Miriam was Faye, right?
You know, yes, you would know Marin was Fae.
Why don't you get your brother that we saw to help you out?
My brother is banished to the Unseelie Court.
I don't think Jan would know what that means.
If Jan had a face of confusion, he would say, the area you just were is primarily the Seelie Court. The life, the sun, the light Fae. The dark Fae that reside over the cold and death are the Unseelie Fae.
Hmm.
They are thankfully separated.
Guess that works out this time.
Doesn't the world kind of need both of those things?
Absolutely. Nature itself will be in an imbalance if the Seelie plane falls.
Why don't they get along?
That's very complicated. Some philosophically diametrically opposed ideals that have to exist for the universe to work, but ultimately do seem counterintuitive as they do serve the same purpose.
I feel like this is slightly above my head on my pay grade, so I'm gonna let that one go with some philosophical consideration in the back of my mind.
Like, honestly, ever since I left the Feywilds, it really doesn't make much sense. But here we are. Does anyone else have any other questions?
I don't
ask
want
him
to
for a
ask.
reward.
What win?
Did someone ask him for a reward? I say
For
from the couch. Oh, an actual reward.
You got a bunch of paladins that don't want rewards from the devil. We
Steve would ask for some gold.
Finally, someone reasonable.
A job well done deserves its pay.
Steve, roll me a d12.
D12. D12. Fuck are you? D8. D10. Here we go. 6.
6. He snaps his fingers and a chest appears at your feet.
I open it.
You open it. There is 6,000 gold in there.
Let's go. Is that for the party or for me?
He's that's up to you.
I'll put it in the team coffers. Do we have a list of that, by the way?
It's an excellent question. I think at some point someone was keeping track of it, but I have no idea how accurate that is or what has happened since.
We had 32,200 gold, but I believe 10,000 of that went to the airship.
Yeah. Well, let's add 6,000 to the remainder.
Didn't Gunch
helped pay for it, yeah.
help like split for the 20,000? I think.
Yeah. Yep, she helped you pay for it.
Okay. Well, in that case, we have 26,200 gold. According to my calculations. I guess they could be off.
That sounds right. And with that, he would say, anyone else? All good?
Come on, Fox. You must want something. I know the paladins don't.
No, I don't think Fox necessarily needs anything from Asmodeus.
Dang.
I want to know. This is another. I don't think I can weasel it, and nor do I want to weasel it because I'm scout. But I really want to know how many people does this guy owe favors? Because he sure has he's cashed in a lot, or had several cashed in on him. Can
Asmodeus?
he answer if I asked? Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask him.
I feel like this isn't the first time that he's been like, yeah, somebody cashed in a favor.
Yeah, if you ask that question, he would just kind of say, well, the devil truly is all about favors. I owe them and receive them, and they're honestly much more valuable than money. And he would probably say, like, now that said, I do owe quite a lot of strong people, quite a lot of favors. Why do you ask? He would say.
Well, I suppose it just struck me as strange that you would make a deal that didn't necessarily put you on top. Something like that. I don't know.
He would kind of say, you said that. Well, I can't win them all, I suppose. If he would say, if you're referring to the Fey Queen, that is a very complicated problem. That well, she did me a familial solid, and it was something that I would have done anything to repay.
Oh, goodness.
So an embassy did not seem too out of the question. I was, of course, not aware of the machinations beneath, but I am now.
I see.
And you've actually noticed Gwendolyn has been jotting stuff down.
How interesting. Oh, I'm so curious, but I don't know if I would confront her about it. Am I close enough to see?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. And can you read Infernal?
Fuck. I can't. But I'll still roll a perception.
Yeah, roll me a perception
Oh,
regardless.
well. Derek, I don't
Yeah.
think I see that. I don't think I see that she's jotting anything down.
Did you get a nat one?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you think Gwendolyn is like doing some cat's
Doodling.
cradle with some yarn or something. You have no idea what's going on over there.
Sudoku.
Those little hands are just scritching around.
And that's all I got.
Yeah, I think with that he's saying, well,
Is this the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
no, this is actually my favorite track from the Death Note anime.
No shit.
Yeah, this is like when a big reveal or
I was
mystery is
gonna say,
happening.
is this the stuff that's like building up to like
I think it's literally
that
L's
time he
theme.
kills Ray Pember?
It's pretty sure it's L's theme, yeah.
It is
Is
L's
it L's
theme.
theme?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That sounds right.
It's a
when you
fucking
say
banger
that.
though.
It always plays when people are doing their detective work. Like
Yeah.
coming up with a theory
Man,
or a battle of wits.
Death Note was good right up until the halfway point, and then what a shit show.
Yeah. When they lost
Wait.
L, it was bad.
Why are there 2 Alexanders?
There's one outside. I don't know why that's up there, actually.
I actually thought that was real Alexander. I was like, is Alexander just watching through the window?
Alexander's
not be in
watching
here.
watching through the
Hissing like
mirror,
a cat.
watching through the window like
Alex
2 doors away.
Middle,
Alexander's Evan Hansening it.
giving the bird.
Doing the Javert stare through the window, like.
Gwendolyn always working?
No, yeah, always.
Hmm.
Gwendolyn, you suspect, holds a surprisingly high rank in the Hell hierarchy, considering her location.
I get it mixed up. I feel like Jancina had a moment with Gwendolyn in the past campaign where she wanted to be free of Asmodeus.
We know
But
she wants to be. We have like a
You all know
spell
that.
yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. I
Yeah,
get mixed up with
we know.
Zrex sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever like said it to us directly, but we have a spell to set her free. And I think the one time she came to help us without him knowing, kind like it was very. She seemed very unhappy at some point. Go ahead.
She has told Alexander that because when he killed her, she was like, "I appreciate it, but it's not gonna work this time."
Yeah. You know for sure she wants to be free of this. And she skirts the rules when she can.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the evil fairies seem to know that.
Yes. They seem surprisingly plugged in.
Oh boy, Asmodeus, I hope your brother isn't doing something stupid.
Well, his name's
Me
Nicholas, and
too,
he's not
actually.
stupid.
His name is Nicholas. Asmodeus' brother, Nick.
No, I think Wayne was
No,
saying
he's
that
dating Nicholas.
Oh, that's
he's
right.
doing,
Yes.
he's doing something, but it's not stupid.
That's fair. That took me. I thought you. I was like, Ween. Surely you don't think that man was Nicholas? I was like, come on.
Give me credit.
Jesus.
But yeah. As Max would say, enjoy the casino. The rooms. You can actually say your room will be over in the bar area. Which actually I have to delete some people because they're no longer here. This bitch is not here.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Who's not there?
These are
Who should
also
only...
not here. Hold on, dude.
Oh yeah, those ladies are good. That one bitch is dead.
But yeah, he will say your room is over here.
Is evil Alexander still getting his hog cranked?
that was in the Mirabar extension of this casino.
Oh my god.
But the answer is yes, he is getting
no.
his hog cranked. Almost always.
Oh man.
I think I was even there for the hog cranking, so I can't make note of it.
Evil Alexander absolutely busting a nut and some demons in the back.
No.
Sorry, Alexander. He's the evil you. Alexander would never have a sex.
Where did other Steve go?
Oh, other Steve is not on the map. Hold on a second. Other Steve, I think, lasts 8 hours, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell him have fun at the bar for as long as you last. I give him some coins.
Well, it's not like I die over there, but
Well, consider it a break. You're on a lunch break.
much obliged. And he just kind of pushes the door open. He's like, "I'm about to drink this place dry." Steve's gonna go over here and get sloppy drunk.
Now hold
Steve.
up.
Let's go.
That announced to the party?
I mean, Steve did say all that out loud. He's gonna drink this place dry.
Wait for me.
Come on, man. He says.
I hear they got panther piss here.
My favorite.
Oh, mine too.
Oh my God, is Steve and Jan singing it? Like, hell yeah, brother.
They're bonding.
We're gonna sing sea shanties with Wave.
Asmodeus also points at the sofa here, and you see him cast prestidigitation. Oh. No
That's
offense,
valid.
you're just a very sweaty man.
We've been through a lot.
What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, I'd better not start gambling.
Somebody please stop me. I forgot Scout got a taste for the casino.
What did she play? Slots?
I
it
think
was
so.
slots.
I think she did.
Did
Hold
she
on.
turn into a granny?
Let me see. I think I still have you all where you were.
Holy shit. All the same carries.
It must have been the slots. I'm not over there anymore, but it must have been the slots.
That's true. All right. Good shit. Oh yeah.
No, I definitely can't go do that.
Oh.
But what if you did? You have 20-some thousand gold. It's plenty.
You have the party's entire set of gold.
Scout has the party gold.
I cannot be the meat master. I'm not sure why I referred to holding the party's gold as being the meat master, so please don't
I don't know
ask.
why you did
New
either.
favorite
I'm
card
not
this
either, but
edition,
I'm a little into it.
Secretary of the meat.
Yeah. New party position, meat master, and it's Scout.
No.
The
New
internal
oath
meat
unlocked.
menu.
I just said I can't be the meat master.
Oh no, not that one. Okay. With that, Asmodeus will dismiss you. And you all will leave the office. I assume most of you go to bed.
Yeah, despite my best efforts, I still somehow wound up at the casino.
Now you're staying at it.
And I am forced to stay, so I'm going to fucking bed.
Okay. You actually went into the wrong room. Which, as you do, you see a succubus getting changed, and she goes, "Whoa!"
Jesus Christ.
A modest suck.
Knock next time!
Jesus.
And as you walk in this door, you go to the mansion.
Oh.
You end up in the basement, and a new rune is added to the door.
That seems bad.
Alexander blocks it off. We don't need this.
Alexander just scratches it out with a Sharpie. Mm-mm. A den of sin.
It's so tempting.
Alexander goes to bed and now cannot get back. Once again, delaying the airship. What do the rest of you do?
I'm gonna go drinking.
Getting
Okay.
floppy with Steve.
Getting sloppy with the Steves.
I think Fox would take an hour to attune to that ring that he's had since forever.
Good shit.
I think Scout's probably done for the day.
All right.
Lest she awaken something.
That's legit. You go and also end up back in the mansion.
Oh, that's troubling.
I don't know what I had going on over here, but on the DM layer, there's just straight up like
Porn.
one of these untransformed
Porn.
in this room.
Hmm.
Hi.
Oh.
Is that a? Oh, we're outside now.
Oh, it should
Derek,
have gone
I
back.
think you moved. I think you moved the map, Derek.
Oh, I did move them. Refresh it because it should be back actually.
Oh, okay. I'll go fuck myself.
I mean, you're right. I did fuck it up, but Fox, as you're tuned to that ring, for the time being, do you automatically know if there's something in there?
I don't know if the ring says.
I don't think you do until it makes itself known. But let me just double check. I would actually say for the time being, you do not sense anything else about the ring. It is just a normal ring of mind shielding.
Okie dokie.
These things are pretty useful for what you guys are going to be up against. Drizzle, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Go to bed, I guess.
Okay.
I had a day of chasing things down and running through the streets.
Good shit. Okay. You guys at the bar. Everybody roll me a constitution check.
Poisoned once again.
19.
You guys are drinking.
Is this a saving throw or just pure con?
It's a saving throw.
Okay. 13.
That's for alcohol. Alright. You guys all take a shot.
Oh, it's
and
alcohol. I have advantage on that. That was nat 20, baby.
oh my god.
Stout halfling.
And bartender would just kind of say, "You guys look like you've been through the ringer."
It's been a day.
Yeah, man.
You guys,
And that fucker got away.
he looks at the two cowboys like, "You guys related?"
Actually, that's a good question. Why do you look the same?
It's complicated. You could consider us brothers from other mothers.
Oh, mazel tov.
You see, actually, that Cowboy Steve is pretty drunk because he rolled in that one.
Oh no! How embarrassing.
And,
I see my other selves aren't as
He picks up the.
as stout as myself.
now listen here, boy. I've been in the tapestry of fate for thousands of years. I'm a little out of practice with the whiskey. I forgot how hard Panther Piss hit. Yeah, he would look at Jan and say, "Would you believe me if I said this man is just me, but like many years in the future?"
I've heard weirder. I'm traveling with a rabbit. That's a prince.
I mean, Paragon are all over the place. That's not that weird.
No, he's apparently not that. He actually doesn't like being called bunny. He doesn't like a lot of things, actually. I think I'm on the top of that list.
Drunk Cowboy Steve would say, "That's pretty rough, buddy. Why don't you try being, I mean, I think you're just a little rude, buddy."
Oh, I wasn't looking for ideas to fix it.
Yeah, but you kind of imply it.
No.
Like,
no,
you
I'm just
realize
making
you could fully
conversation.
improve the situation.
Yeah. It'll get better eventually.
If you say so.
I'm more interested in what you're saying. So why'd you come back to help this one?
I think we gotta maintain the fabric of reality. I'm contractually obligated to help, well, him.
That's cool. How long does he stay around, Steve?
Looks at my looks at the clock on the wall.
That's
Just
like 8
about
hours.
however many hours, 8 hours minus however many hours ago I summoned him.
I'd say at this point he's got like 2 hours left.
And when do you get as strong as this?
Wait a minute. I'm quite strong in and of myself, thank you very much. I am the one who summoned him. Me.
Now, Jan, this is what I'm talking about. You're so antagonistic and rude.
I'm not trying to be antagonistic. We can all get stronger. Even I can get stronger.
There's a way to phrase it that makes it a little less nasty.
Okay, let me try. All right.
Yes.
In fact, my level of magic actually cannot get any stronger at this point. My
Oh, I
level
think
of
if you
spell
try.
is pretty stable now.
Well, you see, there's an Eldritch Invocation you can take, Steve, that'll really help with that. I suggest it once you get the level.
Write it down for me before you leave, and
I
I'll
forget
consider
what it's
it.
called, man, but
God damn it.
I think you'll figure it out. It's in the player's handbook.
You two sound like an echo. This is weird.
Perhaps you should continue drinking. Maybe the echo will go away.
Another, please. Over here.
Another
I said
panther.
please.
Another Panther Piss.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Right away. He pours you wine. He's like, "I'll make this one a little extra strong."
Oh.
Roll Constitution save with disadvantage.
Let's go.
Wait, doesn't that just negate it?
But yeah.
Oh. 18.
15.
Jan, you actually fail.
Woo! Now that's what I'm talking about.
And he looks, he's like, "Yeah, I thought you might like that one." Peter, you definitely fail. You get 2 states of drunkenness.
Now I see.
Boy, I say. Let me see what Cowboy Steve.
He's
already a little drunk. He nat 20'd.
What?
Ooh.
Does he not get disadvantage?
He does not actually, because of what he technically is. And as you get drunker, he's like, "See, I just need a little time out here. Seems like you're the one who can't keep up."
Now, if you keep talking like that, and I'll send you back to the place where you belong. The
Oh, no.
past.
Damn.
Damn, when do you learn to hold your drink, dude? Damn.
That's a little bit deep and existential, if I'm honest. I don't know if this is the right time or place for such a discussion.
Just being a little self-critical.
Jan,
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about while you're a little drunk now?
He's from the future, right? This is future
Actually,
Steve?
this is past Steve. The Steve that you've been partying with is the current Steve.
I don't even know. So tell me about your life. Do you also have a weird bunch of people that you travel with?
You would actually say I did travel with 2 other folk, much like myself.
Yeah? Well, who were they? What are their names and abilities? And they...
That's Zachary and someone else.
One was Zachary. He was an explosive expert. Very useful for what we did. Well, he would say the Guncha's actual name, which I forget.
Gertrude. Gertrude.
He would say her actual, like, her Fae name.
Oh, her family.
A non-Christian name.
Her non-Christian name. One second, I gotta look up.
He's not gonna bring Greg up in his illustrious work history.
Different
He is
Steve.
not. He will say he worked
Oh.
with Zachary and Lilium.
Lilium.
Like, 2
What
of the
happened to
finest
them?
folks I've ever worked with. Near as I can tell, they got killed. I don't know. I died before they did.
Oof. Sorry, Steve.
Happens.
We did one
Happens.
last mission, and I didn't make it.
What was
Should
the
have had a
mission?
power like ours.
He actually would say, funny that they do have a power like ours. They're patron to the same being.
Really?
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
I'll be back.
No, I hope so. He says.
How long you've been dead? Question mark.
I'll say, what world are we on and what year is it?
Hell if I know. We've died a couple times too.
Man, it's like, fuck if I know, brother.
Time is an illusion, and I am a clown.
Hey, don't say, hell, if you don't know, I sure as fuck don't.
Ooh. What the fuck was it called? I would mention Scout's like war that she always talks about. How it was long ago. That help you?
He says, that doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Sounds pretty
Yeah.
cool though.
Yeah, it does. What? Oh. This is bad. We're bad drinking.
The
I'm having
mood
a
is in
great time.
shambles.
Nah, Steve, pull out your cards. Let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, I've all my cards. We'll play some card games.
Oh, fuck yeah. I do appreciate the irony that y'all come to a casino only to play cards at the bar.
Well, last time we got in trouble when we went to
That said, it's been a couple hours. You deal a couple hands, and this guy takes one more drink and says, well, time's up. And disappears.
Suppose I'll see him again soon.
Think he'll remember you?
Maybe.
Like, what if he's not actually real? What if he's just like an essence?
Are
When
any
you
of us
summon him
real?
again?
Or are we all just essence?
Chris Maloney, like, damn, you guys are really sad drinking.
We've had a long day, Chris.
That's enough Panther piss. You guys need a coffee or something.
Hold up. He's got 6,000 gold. We can get more.
I gave that up to the team.
Wait, how are we paying for this then?
I assume out of the devil's pocket.
He did say you guys get free drinks.
Then I guess we haven't had enough Panther piss.
Round however many we've...
Round 50.
I think this is going to be your
Chris?
last round. And Chris pours you guys. You see his eyes light up green. And he pours you guys both a brand new, potent Panther piss. Both of you roll with disadvantage one more time.
Hold up. I want to check something.
8.
Oh, okay. I thought I had something to change the eye color of my hair, my eyes. And I was gonna be like, I can do that too. You ain't special.
I can do
What
that
am I-
like, can't you do that like thermology or something? Isn't there like a
That's what I
cantrip
thought.
that's
It
let
can
you-
change. It can change the color of flames. Not just color. But
Yeah, roll a con save with disadvantage.
I fail. That's a 10. Oh, that's a 10 and a nat 20.
Sorry, bud.
That's how it goes.
Okay. You guys both pass out. He just is like, sloppy. And you guys are both carried and thrown through this door.
Wave say like, be delicate with that. Thrown through that door. Oh, okay. So we're in the mansion.
Yeah, you guys are thrown onto the floor of the mansion where you will stay for the night.
Oh,
You guys will wake up with one level of exhaustion
That's fine.
and a
Hey.
very sore back.
Can Team Paladin and everyone else who went through, can we have a drinking night with Garrus?
Absolutely. That is true, actually. I should have you guys touch base with him. Too many maps.
Too many maps.
Too many maps.
You know how in an anime they show like the guy sleeping and one always has like his foot in the person next to him's face and he's just sleeping the completely wrong way.
No.
That's how I imagine.
Chance
Dan
gnarly
being
foot in
the
my
one.
face.
Yeah.
No.
The only icon I have labeled Garrus.
I like that he's just different Goatman.
He's always just different goat. This is original one is this motherfucker.
Oh, I love it. I forgot about that one.
Alexander. Scout. Where are you? Scout's actually one of the only characters that is still in the first link. Fox, I assume you went through. Did you go through the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are back at the house. And you find Garrus. Let me take a look. What is Garrus doing?
Jacking off.
No, he is not jacking off, actually. Not this time.
I like how seriously you put that.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of in the house chilling, listening to the radio. And I think he's actually mulling over the notes you guys gave him quite a few sessions ago. He says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you lot back. How goes the casino? Is that where you came from?"
Yes.
Vocal fry.
I was like, honestly, I just couldn't remember.
Oh,
Well,
it's
have a seat.
Snow just plops down in the chair.
He will snap his fingers, and the drink and food item that you want appear before you.
Oh, I'm pounding back the wine.
Except everybody except for Fox. He says, "Oh, nice ring."
Oh, thanks. I've been holding on to it for a while.
I say, "Well, since you've blocked my channels, what do you want to eat and drink?"
I'll just have a sandwich.
Right
Make me a
away.
sandwich, Garrus.
Isn't there an unseen servant to do that?
There is, actually. And the unseen servant will indeed bring a sandwich. I assume at this point knows what Fox likes.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably no secret
been-
at this point, given how much time they spent there.
Yeah. And I'll say, well, you all look like you've really gone through the ringer. Is there... What happened?
Do you want to start, Alexander?
I died.
Oh, dear. Like, obviously you didn't come back here. You just died independently. What happened?
Well, I got stabbed in the kidney, and I couldn't get my rabbit paws to do anything about the wound. So I bled out for 14 rolls and died.
Oh my goodness. Happens to the best of us.
I don't
That
think it does.
15 can be very hard to reach. What killed you?
An assassin that we have apparently let get away.
Oh dear. And how did that happen?
I don't know.
He went down
I
like a
don't.
scout.
I actually don't. I don't think I got. I was busy fighting Petunia, so I don't think I was there when the assassin took off either.
I actually fought. You're the one who resurrected Alexander. Do you chime in at all?
Well, we're not exactly sure how it started, but we got back to the hotel room, and there was Alexander, lying there in a pool of his own blood. We did see someone escape the hotel, but we were unable to apprehend them, ultimately.
Jesus.
Who?
Just an expletive. I think with that, he would also just kind of be like, Well, obviously you did some fighting. Who and what did you fight?
Well, the assassin ran to the Veranta Fae embassy.
Oh, curious.
And it turns out they've been doing some fuck shit down in the basement with the Radiants.
Unexpected. I always thought
Curious,
something was fishy about that. Yeah, what do you say?
what could you tell us about Asmodeus's connection with the Feywild and how they've been? My concern is that the plane may have been compromised, just like the like not the astral plane, the other one. Fuck.
The Feywilds?
Yeah,
Or the
the
Celestial Plane?
celestial. Yeah, the just like the celestial plane.
Well, if the whole plane were compromised, all of nature as we know it would collapse. So there must be some limiting factors going on that plane. However, that is curious. He would actually say, I've been reading through some of those notes you gave me from many moons ago.
Whose
And
notes were those? Foxes?
they were Fox's, which I shared them privately with Fox, but I could
Mhm.
post them here publicly.
Yeah.
So this is everything between what you know from then and what you know now. Just making sure I'm putting in the right one. He would actually say, like, honestly, by the looks of it, they're kind of double-crossing Helena. Which is fascinating.
Oh, it's all starting to come together a little bit. Okay. I like how this place is just called Gene Co.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this company just called Gene
That's
Co?
that's the name of the. Funny enough, Gene Co has been a staple since Barovia Boys. That's just the
Oh
name
my
of the
God.
company.
Me staring out into space. Oh my god.
Well, that last note's pretty worrying.
Yes, most certainly. Considering the Eye of Fate shouldn't even belong to somebody in this universe. It means whoever that Zachary fellow is likely from outside of here.
Well, he seems to always know where to find us and how to stop us. Even more so, I might say, than Helena.
Garrus would actually say, well, what he has is similar to the sword you have. Just similar in power, different use. It is ultimately a very powerful scrying device. If he knows who he's looking at, he can see their fate. And while you are measured some level of dissonance thanks to your goddess, it doesn't always work.
Who did it belong to before he got his hands on it?
I believe his name was Steve. Some kind of cowboy.
So we can't even like swivel to like look at him.
I do a bunny face palm, to be quite honest. Just like, god damn it.
Not unsimilar to the cowboy Steven which you have here.
You don't say.
Sounds like something we probably should have known about.
I'll be honest, I don't think he's aware of his purpose or his lineage.
Why are they cowboys?
If you want the honest truth,
Is it because they look
the
cool?
Steve really liked the aesthetic, and the woman you call the Gunch thought they should all match.
No, there's no the. It's just Gunch.
Oh, I'm sorry, just Gunch. I got her confused rightfully with the Bunch, who are 8 Jim Carrey clones.
Who?
Ah, before your time.
Didn't we
Next with
fight?
it.
Didn't we fight the 8 Jim Carreys in the
You did.
arena?
Yeah, they
You
died.
did. They die
Got
frequently.
crushed by a temple.
They did get crushed by a temple to Umberlee.
Well, there's always
Crazy.
more of the bunch to go through. I like to imagine it's like a fan club of sorts. Like there's just more members that all just happen to look exactly the
They're
same.
all clones of Jim Carrey.
Yeah. There's like
It's
a Jim Carrey 3D printer out there in the world that we have yet to discover.
all the like cloning pods in the underground
There's
facility
like
are just
an entire
James
village
Carrey.
of old Jim Carrey clones that have just gotten backed up in the machine. We're just out
Can't
They're
wait
there.
to
all
fight the
anime
crazy
mechs.
one. But then they'll make a redemption and say, "Oh no, I made a mistake. Sorry."
He's gonna be like in Morton Joe, and he's gonna be wearing a CPAP machine.
God, please. But yeah, I do believe it is just a aesthetic choice, a strange one that they have all chosen to be cowboys.
Any of them even met a cow?
Neither cows nor boys.
Where is the source of all magic? Is that in the Feywild?
You would say, no, it's your world. Your world exists in a universal center. All governing magic forces emanate from your planet. The Geldons housed it initially, but they're all dead. Their purpose still remains, though.
Oh no, she's dead in this universe.
She's fucking dead. Actually, someone has her crystal. I forget who.
Who?
Someone took it off of Zachary's body.
Lily. Like Scout, I think Scout probably even would go to say they're not all dead and then stop herself because
Garrus would say, they're all dead this time.
There's that other one we've also met.
oh no, she's also dead.
Well, this time.
She's
You would say
yeah.
Helena.
Oh, that is true. Helena is also still alive.
The
Morgan
necromancer
is
one
dead.
isn't dead permanently, is she?
No.
No.
We keep sending Emmerich to murk her.
Yeah, the earlier she is fought in the timeline, the weaker she is.
So they're still not all dead.
That's true, yeah. Well, yeah, you would say, well, two of them are still floating around, I suppose. One being your mortal adversary, and the other one being, undead. Just kind of unpleasant. Either way,
Anyway,
they are.
that magic, that magic thing sounds kind of bad.
It is bad. If they get a hold of that world, then oofa, as they say. That is why we all are very invested in you stopping it.
Okay, so we've got the Radiants working with Helena, and then we've got the Feywilds using the radiance for their own ends. That's what it sounds like. They're trying to like screw Helena over, kinda.
Yeah, they were initially contracted by Helena, but seemed to be working on some private stuff that they had
Okay.
not told her about.
And the people who are going after. Okay, the initial research. So that means it's Helena who is the one who wants to do the source magic stuff. The
hmm
the radiance. Primaterial plane thanks to Zachary's corruption. Okay. All right. I think I'm onto it. Okay. I think I figured it out. I think I'm following.
Connecting the dots.
It's all coming
Connected them.
together.
I've connected them. I haven't connected shit.
Yeah, this is kind of your quest reward for going to Mirabar way earlier than you were ever intended to and doing this. Frankly, I never thought you would go down there, but
Yay!
here we are.
Here we are.
Anything else for Garrus as he starts to. He summons himself a bottle of Panther Piss and he starts to kick back.
I asked a lot. I'll let other people jump in.
Mhm. Out of character, he mentioned that this was like a betrayal, low key, of like Helena. In which
Low
way?
key, yes. So Helena kind of contracted them. So kind of what you can ascertain from the notes is she wanted to be able to use the radiant cells for herself. So she wants Gelden DNA to be able to be molded by it. However, they have found a way to use it completely divorced of its original purpose. And actually,
Okay.
they say from the source of the entity. They're basically able to jam the communication that it normally would have. This thing obviously is kind of like a homogenous entity. It's kind of like a thing
Hive mind.
situation. Yes. But they're able to sever that and use it to their own ends for a limited time, which is why that one person actually that is now buried beneath the embassy currently was be able to become like kind of an archduke of hell for a brief time and still maintain his faculties.
Hmm.
They seem to be advancing the research even through your time cycles.
I can't remember. Did we have Maria looking into anything?
This is actually some of the information you had Maria and Garrus looking into.
Okay.
Maria is here. You could give her another purpose.
Is there, using some of the information in the notes we have, would there be a way that we could instruct Maria to like make an antiviral for the radiance?
She will pop up. And she'll say, an antivirus.
We're playing with fire, but if it is, the radiance is related to the celestial plane and that of like the lawful, the good, that which we typically think of angels. If we were to counterbalance it with another source, would that be able to counteract the radiance?
I believe so. She would actually say, just rolling. Well, she would say, I think at one point you actually figured it out for yourself.
Uh-oh.
And she'll say, "Give me a moment." And you kind of see her just staring blankly.
Now I'm kind of concerned as to why we didn't use it.
And she says, "Yes. Shortly before dying, you found an old notebook that you and Vela had worked on."
Oh, hold on. That wouldn't happen to be Phelan's grimoire, would it?
I actually don't know. Is it?
That was the one book that we had that would write back.
I think there
Way back
was
when.
also
No, it was not that. So
like a
actually,
little journal.
you found a journal in the Scarlet
Oh,
Mansion
that's right. I remember
that
that.
where you
It was
and
like from
Vela
the
had
other
figured it
timeline.
out, but you were dying.
Oh.
You actually figured out that there is a fungus that is
Oh,
able to counteract some of the Radiance's effects, but it's very rare.
Not the evil fungus, is it?
It's very evil fungus. It is directly from the abyss.
Side quest.
Oh, I don't want this. Well, this is promising. Hasn't been tested yet. But getting the ingredients would be dangerous.
Well, thankfully, you always come back.
I suppose.
She would actually say, too, judging from an analysis of this text, the closest area to the abyss and the easiest way to access it would be Chromalia.
Oh, fantastic. That's where that one bird woman lives, right? The Harvey one?
No, she says,
Or
I
is that,
don't
am
think
I
so.
missing that up? Which is Chromalia? Is that the
Chromalia
east
That's where
is
the vampires are. The vampires.
that is like
the vampires, not the. I'm thinking Curse of Strahd.
Harley is
vampires.
also
Other
a
vampires.
vampire. It is another vampire. So actually, we'll just put it to a world
Sorry.
map.
Listen, there's
Chromalia
only
is up
so many
here.
bloodsuckers I can keep straight in my head.
There were so many in Dresden.
This is effectively in a city founded on undeath. Everyone here is some form of undead.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Kind of? I don't know.
Oh, I'm like Godwin. We get to
Something
see him.
you learned on a couple of other excursions. They actually fight the abyss regularly, as there is a portal there that cannot be closed in the mountains.
Well, once we're done doing our current job, who wants to go some mushroom picking?
Oh, me, Garrus says. I know I can't, but I can dream.
Well, suppose I'll take the research notes with me if I can.
Yeah, you can have all of them.
It might be worth talking to the vampires, actually.
Weren't they also fighting against the Mirrorborn forces?
They were. Depending on how old these vampires are, I might be able to talk to them. They might remember me, depending on how long-lived they are.
Yeah, you know the ruler is a woman named the Matriarch. She was at a party that was hosted. She actually helped you guys escape the Muldoon residence. Her Death Knight and the Asmodeus puppet helped you escape.
Yeah, it's an avenue to look into.
Well, Alexander, of this cure, how much did you gather from this?
I'm sorry, what?
If Alexander was in the room and he was listening, did he catch, like, what would be required to potentially, like, make a cure for the Radiance?
Yeah, I've been sitting here, drinking wine,
So,
listening.
Has Alexander made any type of reaction towards hearing that we need an abyss mushroom from the abyss?
I'm not pleased, but I'm never pleased by anything.
I Honestly, Fox was expecting a larger reaction, but if this is all it's
He's-
gonna be, he'll take it.
He's being worn down. He's not.
Well, I'm curious to see what this, if this cure works out, what it would do to someone who's been suffused with the radiance for a few thousand years. But I guess we'll find out.
It would be catastrophic, probably.
Garrus, not
I hope
now.
I get to see it.
Oh my goodness.
I love that he's eating a page out of the book.
Yeah. He's a goat.
You think that when Garrett gets like books made for him, he has a few pages that are absolutely useless put in specifically for munching?
Oh man, he would love the never-ending
Almost
story.
Jesus.
They come on like
it
the
never
are they, like,
ends.
little comic panels that he gets to read in the back of the book and takes a munch.
Garrus is the darkness that's devouring the childless emperor, or whatever she is. Childlike empress.
I don't fucking
Childless.
remember. As soon as I watched that horse die, I was checked out. I did not like the never-ending story as a child.
Dude, it's traumatizing.
It was horrid. I
Good
remember watching
cookie.
that, crying, and I never watched it again.
You lose your horse in Shadow of the Colossus too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also really sad. It does not come back. It is very dead.
It's in a cutscene.
No.
It dies at a
dies.
cutscene in the very end of the game.
Oh wait, no, it actually does come back at the end of
He
the
does
game.
come
Yeah.
back
It comes
because
back to
the girl has him.
Yeah, she wakes up and
Oh.
Aggro shows up.
I do not remember that happening. Oh, there she is. I need to add her to a folder.
You also checked out of Shadow of the Colossus when the horse died.
For somebody
No.
who says they don't like horses, Derek,
I don't like watching
you
any
seem pretty,
animal die.
you seem pretty attached to horses.
I think all animals are lovely, and I don't like watching
Except
any
monkeys.
of them suffer. Except
The
monkeys. Fuck
I
them.
don't watch 1,000 monkeys
Jesus
die.
Christ, y'all. The fuck?
You almost love Planet of the Apes, damn.
You damn dirty apes.
Apes aren't monkeys.
They're all monkeys.
I hate
What
every
about
ape I see.
what about Harambe, who's
I actually hate
caused-
Harambe.
who caused the
Aya.
collapse?
I will
That's your
say,
queen.
I
You can't say that.
I appreciate
Carly's also making
Harambe
commentary.
being a pillar of fate. And I do wish that he had stayed alive, because I think the world would be a lot better. But unfortunately, one of those pillars crumbled.
I think they all crumbled, dude.
Yeah, no, I think Harambe was the last one, to be honest.
Dude, fuck it. I said I hate Harambe, and Carly sticks her head out of the room and goes, "She died for our sins."
And Carly's right.
That queen took a bullet.
Where's her little simp?
You dropped dead to give us life, Hunty. Her final death drop, one might say. Right into that grave.
Yeah. Anything else for y'all with Garrus?
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55.
They all start to appear on the table as you mention it. Seems excessive, but
I start a cheese wheel-esque physics problem within the game.
How do you even get to the
Skyrim
abyss?
loser.
Oh, I'm not even there.
well, you're there in the basement, passed out drunk. Yeah. Anything else from the people present?
Not for me.
No.
Well,
Is Is the abyss where we were in like the river Styx and stuff?
That
Or
is
something
hell.
different?
That's different.
The abyss is a plane of random chance, a plane of chaos.
The abyss is where we threw the compass.
The abyss is where you threw the compass,
Oh, so we do have a way yet.
which is also one of the arms of Asmodai that you get shoved into.
We're mushroom picking and then, oh, look what we're doing here.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Ah, yes. With all the demonic entities that live in the abyss, surely throwing down an arms of Asmodai.
I forget what the thought process was, but we were all in agreement to do it. It was not just me. I know what everyone's
I think only
thinking.
mortals can use them.
So Asmodeus gave you that compass to find Emmerich.
I think I had an Alexander moment, didn't I?
He did a favor for you at the cost of you killing Emmerich and bringing him back.
Yeah, and I think we were getting
guys,
rid of it.
Yeah, I think it was like a wild magic surge or something opened up this portal to the abyss. And funny enough, it is the fungal plane that it opened up to.
Oh no.
And that is the abyss that you chucked it into. This happened in White Plume Mountain. I have it in my notes from like 6 or 7 years ago.
Is it still there in this version?
Oh,
yeah,
brother.
Is the opening still there?
Who knows who found that?
No, not the compass. It's
the opening to White Plume Mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck finding that.
I mean, we got into the basement. You didn't think we'd get there either.
That's true.
He's onto something. Now, I also have a question, but I think this is also a moose that we should fuck at a later date. Wait, maybe Maria could answer this. I don't know how much information she still has about the library. What about the mushrooms in the library? Are they still there?
No, actually, she says those reset. That was who hunted you at the time, but they no longer hunt you as you are no longer partied with Vela.
Oh. I don't have time for the existential consideration of if like Vela even exists in this loop anymore, or if she's Ava because Vela's gone forever. Scout can't go through that right now. She's gonna
Understandable.
She's gonna drink her panther piss.
It's gonna be evil Vela.
As you partake of the panther piss, it's one of the most vile tasting liquids you've ever had. And there's been no greater affront to your half mechanized, half fleshy body than what you have just consumed.
Can I get a martini instead?
He says, "Oh yes."
Alexander shares wine with you.
I just assumed they all loved it.
Panther piss martini.
Ah! They have too many bottles of this stuff and they're trying to get rid of it.
I think it's cute if you guys share the wine.
Yeah, he has been drinking out of the bottle because it's been a day, but he'll pass it this time.
Watch out, you're gonna get rabbit mono.
Rabbit mono?
Yeah.
The thump.
Good shit. You have some of the wine?
That was funny. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god, it took me a minute to even get it.
The what?
The thump.
Rabbit mono. The thump.
The
thump.
God.
Oh. God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. Are you drinking the wine that Asmodeus gave you, or the?
No, it's whatever Garrus.
Oh, what Garrus brought you? Garrus actually brought you very similar wine.
I think the gifted
the
wine got
factory.
left behind, right? Because like we haven't picked up our stuff at the hotel.
No, you haven't, but you know that's pretty
I
hard.
bought it anyway. Fuck that wine.
Yeah. As you guys drink. Yeah, Wayne.
Well, with all of Asmodeus' infinite powers, he couldn't just have our stuff transported over here instantly.
Your stuff will get brought to the hotel.
Should have used that favor.
I actually did. I'd come up with something, but I passed out.
Yeah, shit's good. It is a wine unlike anything you've ever tasted, Scout.
Take notes.
Takes notes.
What are you getting notes of?
Money.
Scout has a wine business.
Well, Scout tasted
Zokuro was
the
making
wine.
a joke about wine tasting notes, like a hint of orange and oaky methane or whatever.
Isn't that where you get up on knockdown, then methane?
Sorry, I think what were you saying?
Scout took a sip of the wine that Asmodeus gifted. We shared that too.
Oh, that's true. It tastes very similar.
Oh, it's hell wine.
It is actually not hell
The
wine.
sulfur.
Mirabai.
It is Mirabar wine.
Interesting.
Celestial wine.
Contains
Even
actual
worse.
angel dust.
Now,
Unethically sourced.
if this won't take too much time and can just be cliff noted, would Garrus gossip about Asmodeus' connection to the Feywild?
What do you ask him exactly?
What's that bitch's connection to the Feywild?
Yeah.
Oh,
that exactly.
well, he would say, well, actually, obviously he usurped Asmodeus of Hell fame. So when he did this, Queen Dagda did not care for it very much, and basically wanted to kill his entire lineage. And not in the way that they would respawn as most Fae do, but in a way that would erase them forever.
Oh.
So Asmodeus said a future favor if she would not do that, and in fact would spare his brother.
Uh-oh. This is a story that would resonate with the bunny.
And he will say, so she spared his brother by banishing him to the Unseelie Fae to work with the Morrigan, and did in fact kill the rest of his family. But she kept true on her word, and that is, she eventually cashed in on the Fae embassy in Veranta. The magic he used to become a god is quite heretical in our circles. He did consume one of my brethren.
I was gonna say, but it's. I shouldn't say normal, but it's the regular practice now, right?
It is. It's become, well, as he was the first, he consumed an angel of my stance to gain the power he did. Tyr also did this, but consensually. An angel fell from heaven and gave him the power to become a god.
Sensual war.
Oh dear. Maria, write that down for the fan fiction notes. But yeah, he would say he did what he had to do to save his friends, his family, and frankly, a sane amount of mortals from your plane. He did not get to choose where his station lied, and unfortunately, his station was in hell.
What's this doing to Alexander?
I'm having a crisis.
Maybe he's more trustworthy than we think.
I think I think upon hearing this, I would get off the little chair I'm in and I would just leave. I gotta go.
Gareth would be like, "Oh, good night. See you in the morrow."
You take the wine with you.
Oh yeah, sorry. This is bed.
Al
This
looks
is
down at
bed.
her empty hands.
Bed wine.
This is bed wine.
Gareth snaps his fingers, and another one appears. Like, "Don't worry, there's plenty to go around."
I do feel like this was some really earth-shattering information.
And actually, he will give you the name. He will actually say that Asmodeus killed the archangel Samael.
Okay. I feel like we've heard that before at some point in this campaign, but I couldn't tell you when.
And as Garrus, a little into his drinks, would say, "I too have an angelic name." And he will tell you the name is Raziel.
Oh.
Yours is so
Oh,
forthcoming now.
Oh. Garrus is a lot of things.
You actually have seen his true form,
We have, yeah.
so you know he is a cherubim. Which, in terms of angel hierarchy, are pretty fucked up looking things.
I mean, he does look pretty fucked up. Even more fucked up than when he's in Baphomet.
Yeah,
Style.
and he would say, "Back then, before we fell, I was actually the angel of all knowledge." My, how falling has fucked that up.
Oh.
Oh.
But we've learned a lot from you, Garrus.
Well, and you put it to good use. And through you mortals is really the only way that I'm able to assist this world. A world I helped create.
I don't think I've ever seen Garrus so serious and down.
Yeah, this conversation really got him thinking.
This is a lot.
Takes another big swig and he's like, "I really can't get drunk, but I do try."
Oh, Jesus.
I just don't have any of those biological mechanisms.
Lighten up a bit, kids.
It's
Well, it's been a cheery one. Why don't you all get some rest?
yeah, thanks. Thanks for everything, Garrus.
And thank you for your continued assistance. Good luck out there tomorrow.
This has and I don't think we can do this because I'd be very angry, so I don't think Derek would ever do something like this. This feels so death flaggy that I'm
I
like,
know. We're never gonna see Garrus again. If this was like a movie or if I was reading a book, I'd be like, "That's a dead goat. That goat's gonna die.
That goat's dead.
That goat's gonna die like Ysael did and jump in front of the airship and explode and to save us."
Yeah. But Derek wouldn't do that to us. So this is definitely
Surely
not the
not.
last conversation.
Koji's taking notes right now.
Notes. Kill
The last
Garrus.
time I thought Derek was death flagging a character, I wrote him a real legal cease and desist.
That is true.
Was it your dad? Was it Scout's dad?
Yeah, let's go to bed and hopefully not wake up to Garrus's head in our bed like a fucking.
His head is in each of your beds severed.
Or he's hanging from the chandelier.
Maria, still corrupted by the radiance, was able to infiltrate your stronghold. Just kidding, that doesn't happen. That's a nightmare you have. I'm gonna use the restroom, but then we'll continue the next day.
Have plenty of those.
He wouldn't kill Garrus.
He wouldn't.
Probably.
All right. You all wake up. You find in the morning, Garrus has prepared you breakfast. You eat. He seems much cheerier. Doesn't really talk about what happened last night. As you guys go to the portal room in the basement, you find Jan and Steve absolutely zonked on the floor. I assume you wake them.
I'm gonna hop over him into the
Yeah.
Alexander's like, not today.
I thought Alexander might get the water out.
claw. The old mirror bar. Water
Yeah,
for it.
bucket splash him. Yeah,
I'm hopping over.
you know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Fox will splash him with some water, get him up.
Good shit.
Time to get up. Don't need to be late for the airship.
What
I mean,
what
that
time
sounded
is it?
real.
Oh, my head. Oh.
I'm contemplating.
As you guys leave, you exit, and Gwendolyn is here to say, well, at long last, your ship is here. And she takes you over to...
It's like we've been waiting for a really long time.
Yeah, it's been like a month or two, right? And she'll take you to the spire. And you guys are going to climb the staircase for a bit. Until you get up here.
This is cute and cozy.
Yeah, this is the roof of the casino. And you see docked over here is an airship. That said, Gwendolyn will kind of push you guys aboard.
Oh, is this an outdoor area?
She's pushing
Yeah,
us.
that's...
They are in a hurry to make us leave.
This is an outdoor dining area. Yeah, Gwendolyn's like, I was told to get you guys out of here before you could possibly start any more trouble.
Oh, as if we're the ones causing the problem.
Yeah, I
in
was
town.
like, yeah, it's our fault.
If anything, you should step up your security.
Yeah, Gwendolyn, I'd be careful with all the assassins out.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could die. Don't worry, I'll be all right.
Come with us, you might.
That was dark. Oh.
Kids, could you lighten up a little?
Millennials, am I right?
And let me get you guys to the new map.
You said that way, and I had like a horrible realization that Alexander's a boomer.
Oh, God.
I have to course correct.
What have I done?
Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. They shuffle you across the bridge, and you are on the deck of your airship.
I whistle.
And you see Karan, the man you saved, says, well, I think I figured out how to use one of these.
Oh, right.
Also, this
That
is a
picture
nut
of Karan
and bolt.
kills me.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay to pilot this thing? You look a little ragged.
Excuse me?
And you said I have no tact. Okay.
Does he still look this way, or has he cleaned himself up?
Oh no, he
Yeah.
looks exactly like this. This is how you presented this character to me, Peter. So this is how you see him.
This is how I presented him. This is how he became.
Yeah, he looked better before.
Shit
This was
happened.
always his icon, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was
No, he was a literal just drawing of Blackbeard.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And then he was Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook once.
Yeah, and then I got my
that's
brain
true.
blown out twice in a row.
That's true. That did happen.
That did happen.
Speaking of old icons, when do we get the Torbjorn Steve back?
Funny.
That-
Funny you should mention that,
Oh
actually.
no.
Where's Ripped Cowboy Wario?
It's- you may be seeing that icon at some point, depending on which
Torbjorn.
Steve summons.
I do miss Torbjorn.
He says, "Well, rude comments withstanding.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely figure it out."
Not a reasonable concern.
And these two would say, yeah, our captain actually said we should help you guys. So, pleasure to meet you.
Who are you?
This one says, my name is Nut, and my name is Bolt.
I like you. I'm gonna go below deck.
Wow, thanks.
Dan ignoring the other one, only saying it to one of them.
That'd be really fucking funny,
That'd
actually.
be so
He's
mean.
talking to both of them.
Now, do these lizard people were they named Nut and Bolt from the start, or?
They were. You actually have
think we've
You've
met
been
them
on the
before,
ship
right?
with them
No,
before.
I met them before. No, I'm asking if they're when they're born, do their lizard
Ooh.
parents
No.
know they're gonna be mechanics?
Oh,
Like
they
that,
said, well,
that worry
not
him.
really. Beast people get named by their career.
Hey, they take an egg to tube test. Tell them what the career they're supposed to have.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, not really, but I guess.
Well, what? What? Help us with what?
Wait, what?
Well, didn't they
Oh.
say that you help us with what?
Oh yeah. Well, they said, well, unless you guys are skilled on engines,
Oh, I see.
we're
I
crewmates.
thought you meant help in a different capacity.
What way were you thinking?
What your names are, Nut and Bolt.
Yeah, see,
I
they
hate
were
to
not
nut and bolt, but
all of us
It is a
going to
career.
exactly the same place because we're all just the worst people. No, I think kind of might have interpreted that as just like
like
help
combat.
us on our journey. Yeah.
Yeah, no. They're showing, oh no, we're not fighters, we're mechanics. Karan can't run the boat by himself, and we were told you guys didn't really know what to do with these, so we're kind of your crew.
Yeah, I've only really flown once in my life, and I'm up here probably having a fucking crisis about being on the ship with Karan. So
Yeah, your old teammate that doesn't remember you in any way.
yeah,
You watched him die many times to a mind flayer.
yeah. I tried to save him too, if I recall correctly.
You did.
Tried to drag him out of the room.
It didn't work.
Just came right behind me.
So this is
Chaos
great.
Queen play.
Having a great time here on the ship.
I was 900 years ago. I don't know how old airships are, the history of airships. Have I flown on an airship before?
You have not flown on an airship. This is
Okay.
fairly new for you.
Great.
You guys had you guys had like mechs that flew and constructs that could fly. You do not have like
You
transportation
had
vehicles.
Gundams, but no boats that could fly.
I
More
was
or
probably
less,
never
actually,
in
yes.
a Gundam. So I probably
You were like a field commander, so you were not
Yeah.
in
Bunny
a
Gundam.
machine.
Bundum.
the Gundam.
The Bundum.
Okay, I didn't think I had ever been in like an airship before. I just wanted to double check so I can know how to react appropriately, which is
Yeah. That said,
also pretty
this
good.
is y'all's airship, so you can actually, if you want something changed on it, you can have that. This is your boat.
I want it ironically nautically themed. I'm just kidding.
I feel like it is pretty nautically themed.
Like extra
Very
nautically.
good.
Like there needs to be an anchor for no reason.
Did you make this, Derek?
There is literally an anchor for no reason. It's
Cringy
right
did
there.
make this.
I
This
did
looks
make
so
this.
good.
Thanks. I did this last night, actually. While we watched Escape the Kitchen.
How'd you get these sails?
I actually imported those from 2-Minute Tabletop assets. Same with these
Ah,
engines. These engines are not native to Incarnate.
that was gonna be my next question.
These are also from 2-Minute Tabletop. But yeah, that said, they're like, well, we're gonna head to Barovia. Kind of gonna get this thing up in the air. Pleasure meeting you all. Thanks again for getting me out of prison. That was just a mess. This really turned my life around. Karan says.
Yeah, of course.
And he's gonna go up here, come up into this kind of enclosed space. And they're like, yep, we're gonna join him, and if y'all need anything, just, I guess, let us know. We'll be patrolling down below deck just to check out the engines and stuff, but should be fine. This is a brand new ship. Hopefully there's no issues.
Immediately explodes.
Hold on. I gotta find a video
And actually,
clip.
as I say, hopefully there will be no issues. Scout, roll me a percentile die.
Uh-oh.
Awesome. Let me go find this video clip while I'm doing this.
Time for issues.
Okay, percentile die. $62.
Okay. Noted.
Noted for what?
My daddy taught me to be afraid of our notes.
Beat me to it.
I'm waiting for this video before we go to the next section.
Oh, it's surprisingly difficult to find.
I'm so curious.
Well, while we're looking for the video, there's two things I was thinking about on this airship.
Ween, as you went into that room, it actually said Karan on the door.
Yeah, that's okay. Three things actually. I was gonna ask about
Okay.
that too. If it says Quran on the door, I'm gonna scratch it out, and it's gonna say Jan now.
You actually,
Oh my god.
when you scratch it out, you just scratch it out?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right.
You hear Karan scream in the distance as his soul is ripped away.
Mm.
That was his phylactery keeping him tied to the ship.
And I want to sleep off my exhaustion first.
You have
In
to
my
use
new
to sleep the
suite.
entire trip.
Oh.
So that is your choice if you want to do that. But there will be no Barovia recap if you are not awake for it.
Okay, I found it.
It's up to you. You don't have to have one.
This is what's gonna happen to our airship.
Engines are gonna be too loud to sleep on anyway, I guess. Is this the opening?
No, it's
Or
not.
Yeah, the cannons on top of the casino just start firing juice down. Holy shit, that's funny as fuck.
Okay, that's all. That's all I have for you.
Even does
All
a bunny
right.
hop that
Drakengard
Alexander
airship.
would do.
Okay.
Go back up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say unless you want to sleep the entire trip, your ass is awake. Come on, fuck it. Are you gonna be? You gonna say you're a weaker bitch than Cowboy Steve?
No.
Oh, man up.
Cowboy up.
Yeehaw.
Oh, Shay beat me to the yeehaw. My mic was muted.
That said, you hear over a intercom system says, "Next stop, Barovia. Gonna be about 2 days." And the engines kick up, loud propeller noises. You all start schmoving. And you hear again, he says, "Relax below deck. It's gonna be a little windy out here. We're running into some storms."
Do we get to wave bye to Gwendolyn as we fly off?
Yeah, Gwendolyn's on the roof of the building. She waves by.
Bye, Gwendolyn.
Goodbye, you hear in your head. With that, I assume you all go below deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it up here. I can't
Yeah.
move him though.
You guys are what the fuck, really?
Yeah, I can't move the bunny.
Here, pull your own icon onto the screen.
Okay. Alexander. There he is.
Okay. On the 3rd level, there is a large conference table. I will have y'all meet there.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh.
When we've got the Phoenix Wright music.
Oh, I thought.
It's time to
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, there's 2
Barovia
Ilches.
boys.
Uh-oh, I don't remember anything about Barovia boys.
Neither do we.
Neither do. We're gonna see what all you remember.
Well, I don't know anything about Barovia boys at all.
Oh yeah, not you. The 2 people this actually applies to.
Do wait.
I don't know. I think so,
Yeah.
because Sue brought their icon onto the table.
Technically.
Well, Sue, if you need to sleep, you can.
Not sleeping yet.
Okay. Ween.
Yes.
Ween and Sue. You actually remember at the very beginning of your journey, you guys were actually hired to protect a caravan delivering goods to a neighboring nation to the ones from which you hail. During the fight, a bunch of mist actually took over the battlefield, and you ended up in a completely different realm. Outside the small town of Barovia, you went inside and found a vampire trying to capture a young woman named Irina. Being the good Samaritans that you were, you intervened. After doing so, you were actually called to a small caravan outside of town where people that were called the Vistani people, which are kind of just nomadic wanderers, good-natured, very welcoming, brought you into their camp and they read you a fortune. There were 4 things you had to do to escape this world. And that was to find several items and kill Strahd von Yarovich. Do you remember what happened after this?
Directly after that, or in general?
Just in general. I kind of want to see what all you remember. I did write a synopsis of what happened.
Oh my
The
god.
last thing I remember was
I'm
going
just
to
very
some-
curious.
We went to some temple where we decided to pick one way or the other, and the one way would have led us to kill someone or stop someone. The other way was for gold, and Harley and Drizzle to pick the gold.
So funny enough, you actually
That's
are
what I remember.
remembering the Amber Temple, which came at the tail end of this, had you either confronting a cowboy named Zachary, which you ignored, or collecting about 300,000 gold, which you did in fact do. that was a party decision unanimously.
Holy shit.
Here's the thing. Harley was gonna go after that gold. I wanted to go after the cowboy, but I couldn't let Harley get all the gold.
That is true. And you ignored that cowboy to get about a few 100,000 gold. Furthermore, shortly after you did that, you fought Harley's evil half.
Yes.
Which I say evil, but it was
the
not
good half.
evil.
Harley was the evil one.
Harley's shadow archetype was a nice, timid Aarakocra conjurer.
Oh no.
He was very friendly.
Yes, it was very friendly and tried to warn you of the oncoming danger, but through the radiance was forced to turn into a beholder, a grotesque monster, and fight you.
I think I was bad because I was like, oh, we could switch them.
Yeah, you were actually.
Does that mean Greg has a good doppelganger out there somewhere? That'd be funny.
All of the active party members have a doppelganger. Well, in the
Not in Dresden.
No, the Dresden one, this is not a thing.
I'm just joking.
Not
Funny.
yet.
Could you imagine?
Greg survives all the events of Dresden and somehow makes it through to this.
God, Greg and Primalia would actually be amazing. That's amusing for another time, though. Anyways, so that is kind of what happened at the end of your campaign in Barovia. After doing that, Harley stayed behind with a man named Ismark to be the king and queen of Barovia and kind of restore the castle and rule over the land. You and Drizzle went on to adventure. What do you mean now? Hold on.
Would Harley be the king or the queen?
Harley, I believe, is canonically non-binary, so I actually don't. The ruler?
The Lord.
That sounds more like Harley.
Yeah. I like the Lord. The Lord of Barovia.
I think Ismark would probably be more like a concubine.
Ismark is certainly a partner. And Harley, it's probably not Harley's only partner.
Oh.
But certainly one of the most important. Harley actually did love Ismark.
Yeah, Harley was all about Sentinel.
So some of the other interesting shit you guys did, you did find 3 items throughout your journey. You found the Sun Sword, you found the Icon of the Raven Queen, and you found a book about Stradwan Yarovich.
We fought a tree.
You did fight a massive tree. This is actually where Jancina got a axe that gave him temps on
Oh.
kill.
Didn't I get a weapon that killed plants instantly or something?
Yes, you got a very
Holy
cursed
shit.
axe that gave you temps and did extra damage to plant life.
That's you said the Sun Sword, a book on Strahd, and what?
An Icon of the Raven Queen. It was actually a casting focus that I believe Zimi's character used. That said, one of these items you got from the Bone Grinder, which is the old windmill in town, which could you all recount your strategy on how to get into the old Bone Grinder?
We didn't get into the Bone Grinder. Is that the one with the werewolves or the hags?
The hags.
Yeah, so we didn't get inside. We want to get them outside. So we lured them out with a little German boy outfit. Of like, oh no, look, I'm so lost, and I'm just a little boy. It'd be such a shame if hags came and got me. I'm so
Little German boy, don't go near that cave of hag brewing.
I'm just so plump and juicy. It'd be such a shame. And I don't remember if that's what got them to come out, but it did work.
I think
I would
one
also-
of them came out, and we were able to like.
This was
Oh, well.
maybe a
We
blast from the
compare.
past. This is Jancina's icon specifically during that time.
Oh my god.
Oh, I remember that.
Like, this was 10 years ago.
And the little Mancina.
So, I have a constructive comment.
Yes.
What the was wrong with you guys?
Hey, we made it work. Was that also where we had the table puzzle? Well, it wasn't a table puzzle, but it was
Yes.
a room with a puzzle where it was like constant motion in the other room, and so we decided to flip a table over and throw it into
No.
that room.
That was actually White Plume Mountain.
Okay.
That that did not happen in this one.
Oh,
Is that
This was
not?
before. That was actually
sure
when
that was
Mallory's
Barovia
character got
Boys.
introduced. It was not. It was that campaign,
Okay.
but it was after Barovia.
Mm.
so we never threw the compass into the abyss then.
Oh, you did, just not in this version of you.
Cool, it's not my fault then.
It's still being held
That's it.
responsible.
One of the other trials you had did involve you hanging out and teaming up with a man named Simon Beauregard, famed vampire slayer and monster hunter, to ultimately help
Famous
you
Beauregard
kill
line.
an ancient black dragon named Gulfias, who actually you seemed pretty outgunned until you used a blue conjuration crystal that allowed you to summon a god to help out for a few turns. You summoned Bahamut, and it was able to basically lay them low before it
Question.
killed you. Yes,
Do we know what color the Conjuration Gelding Crystal is?
it is blue.
Oh, suspicious. Weird.
I actually don't remember this part. That's crazy.
Yes. Actually, the old name for it was the Shard of Hydaelyn, but it was always this. It was
I do remember
a
that.
corpse of the Conjuration Dragon.
I do remember there being the Gulfias dragon and the blue crystal.
Yep. You hung out with Simon Beauregard, which my favorite moment from that was Simon Beauregard was a famous vampire slayer that had a whip that did an insane amount of damage to vampires only. Now, my favorite moment is the party never knew that Harley was a vampire. Halfway, actually, I would even say 1/10 of the way through the campaign, Strahd approached Harley with a vie for power.
1/10. It was like 5 minutes into the campaign.
It was at the first inn.
I'm gonna turn you into a vampire if you agree to help me out, get my wife back, and derail their progress. And Harley agreed instantly. There was no pressure whatsoever. So Harley became a vampire after this moment, which in Barovia there is no sunlight ever. So vampires can always be out during the day. But anyways, this character had something that only did damage to vampires. And Harley was about to fall, and Simon said, "Grab my whip," and threw it down. And Harley grabbed it and took nearly 45 radiant damage, and no one questioned it. Not one person questioned why Harley took so much damage just from grabbing this whip.
I think my thinking of it was that Harley's just kind of a bad person. So
I also thought, I was like, well, you're a sinner, so you get what you get.
The whip did 1d8 to any non-vampire. It did 1d8 plus 4d12 to a vampire.
I like to imagine that as the whip was grabbed, there was like this angelic choir and the singeing of flesh as Harley was struck with a radiant
I quite literally said, as you grab this whip, it is a flash of golden light burning your hand as you hold on to it. And everyone was like, damn, I guess she just sucks. No one was like, Harley's a vampire.
Pause on that one. Nobody was like, no, that's funny. Why would you just make that much radiant damage to smack someone for grabbing the end of a whip, I wonder?
That's bullshit. Because in character creation, Sue was like, I think Aya's character is a vampire.
Maybe this is the planted seed that made them never trust again.
Session
Everybody's
zero,
a vampire.
It was a massive betrayal. It was such a massive betrayal.
It was a massive betrayal, and it was actually a secret for months. Like real life months. I don't think it actually came out until just before the fight with Strahd.
It was during the fight with Strahd. What are you talking about? She literally, Strahd was like, okay,
that's right.
Them, and Harley's like,
I remember whispering Han. I was like, just so you know, during the fight with Strahd, you will turn sides. And Han was like, that's fine.
Oh my god, that sounds like a fun time.
It was really fun.
It was
I actually let Han, like, she had total control of her character. She could actually just do whatever she wanted against the group.
Han was ready.
The amount of shatters that happened.
Yeah, there was a lot of shattering. That said, something else of note you guys did was you helped in the old... So this is actually where Tiny Horton originated, is in the ruins of Argynvostholt.
Yeah.
You were told that a ghost would help you defeat Strahd Von-Yarovich. And in the ruins of this silver dragon stronghold, you met a ghostly paladin who wanted to put their lover to rest. And that is something you guys did for him, because his lover had gone insane and had turned into a madman himself, a revenant, and you put him down, and he helped you kill Strahd in the end. That is what got you the... what was his name?
Morton. He was a local salt miller.
People were super pissed because it was like canonically gay characters in a D&D game.
I'm telling you, it's Morton. He made too much salt and the vampires were not into it. Gotta be. Right?
I don't know about that.
They're gonna find the names here.
Oh my! I'm like, I found the spot on my notes where this even happened, and I don't have that.
Sir Godfrey was his partner. I believe it was Rahadin.
Can't have any homosexuals in here in our
No, I'm
vampire
sorry.
story.
Godfrey Willem was the paladin that you got to help you, and it was to kill Vladimir Horngard, his partner.
Wait, well, say that again?
Godfrey Willem
William, Master William.
was a paladin of Bahamut that you got to help. That you basically helped put their lover to rest, and they helped you in fighting Strahd, which honestly was the value play. I rolled at the beginning. You roll all this shit randomly, and through a like kind of like a card reading, the Vistani lady gives you your fate. And this is one of the allies you could get, and this was absolutely the value play ally. They did like 46 radiant damage plus divine smite on every one of their turns.
Jesus.
So against a vampire, super helpful.
He kicked Strahd's ass.
You guys did absolutely slap the shit out of Strahd. But then you went to the Amber Temple, which at first seemed like a normal temple, but you found actually a very similar research center to the place that you just were beneath the Amber Temple, where you fought Seelie elves in modern garb. You encountered computer systems, monsters, shit you've never seen before. And this was actually all directed. You were directed to go here from Gwendolyn and Emmerich, even that far back. Something else you may remember is you partied with Felicia for a long time. She was actually your team's tank. As far as everything else goes, I think those are all the main events that occurred. We wanted to recap for that session, or for that whole campaign, I guess. I too wanted to do that, but I just want to make sure. Oh, something else. You guys did agree with Baba Lasega.
Yeah.
She would help you out, so long as you brought a amethyst skull into the fight with Strahd, and then brought it back to her after the fight was over.
Didn't we give her his ashes too?
You did. And then you never heard from her again.
What did the skull do?
You have no idea. None of you ever figured out what that skull did. That said, any other questions?
I just wish I'd met all of you guys a lot sooner.
Oh. Man,
what happened?
It would have been you and Han partnering up with Strahd.
Oh, for sure. Well, without hesitation.
Like, absolutely.
Are you telling me that Alexander would work with Strahd?
No, but I would have probably played somebody different.
Guinevere.
Yeah. Oh, and it's no longer Dracula themed anymore. But if the opportunity to team up with Dracula had ever come, she would have taken it instantly.
And this is why they're divorced.
I kind of figured that was gonna happen.
You were actually very close on the my other campaign.
Yeah, I could taste it. I was like, it's coming. A deal.
Had to open it up.
That said, you all talk well into the night as Drizzle and Jan fill you in on all the things they did in Barovia. Something else that has come up, you guys did free a bunch of monsters from Strahd's control, and they founded a new city called New Grunkton.
Yeah.
which
Isn't that where
it is the mayor of by a man named Vampire Carl. Vampire Carl is the name of the mayor, and New Grunkton was named, unfortunately, by the ogres who live there. They won the vote. They got to name the city. Nobody's happy about it, except the ogres that won the vote. But they are also a large presence in Barovia. There's a place where monsters can be civil. Am I missing anything?
You tell us.
I mean,
That was a good
anything you guys
recap.
can think of? Oh, and you met someone named Casimir, who is a immortal. It was an immortal lich that did not care for how things turned out in Barovia, so he kind of helped you write it. He now works with Harley as an advisor.
For some reason I thought I got people mixed up because I thought Casimir was the one that asked us to put his lover down. And I'm
Casimir had no lover.
Casimir was the
Casimir
like a skeleton
Jesus.
that was reading smut books when we found him.
Remember that shirtless Jesus. I'm still like.
And then he got his flesh back, and he was like just a hot blonde man. He also shares a voice with Garrus, so I'm going to apologize ahead of time. Then I think that truly is everything. Everything that's, like, important. Again, you did talk to Emmerich, Gwendolyn, and Felicia all there. You and, actually, like, Jan and Drizzle know Felicia. It's a name that this campaign has kind of heard. You guys actually partied with her for quite a while. You actually know her as a paladin to Tyr. And just basically was a tank for you guys. And that is it, because the Asmodean stuff actually happened after this. Cool. Map transition.
I'm just looking at the old recordings I have, and I have like different names for each episode. And just some of it's like, this one is Strahd's final words, Bushed in 9/11.
Some stuff never changes, clearly.
What happened to Snaketron?
Snaketron Snaketron actually appeared in this campaign and Barovia Boys. Snaketron helped you get to Emmerich's house.
She's from the same planet as Saffron.
Yeah, she is from the same world as Saffron.
Oh,
we saw her in the sewers.
Yeah.
She's in the sewers, and she's like, I agreed to help this wizard out by testing your abilities. So she made a little dungeon with the Sphinx, and it was just to get everybody used to the rules and how the game would play.
Oh my god, I know the second I click on this too, what I'm gonna see. Pretty sure I remember.
Man,
oh, I don't.
I can't even look at this shit. My shit was so bad back then. 2017.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You guys did do Death House.
Oh, is that where we had the suit of armor?
Yeah.
Kept getting sneak attacks on us or something.
I bless the rains in Barovia. Do you remember that? Paladin versus Window. Oh, that's the other thing. Were-ravens are a big thing here. The Raven Queen and the God Lysander have a big presence here.
I forgot.
Yep.
Not too Rally Curse Strahd edition.
Your airship finally comes to a stop. And it is at this tower up in the north by number 4. Exiting the airship, you actually see this gentleman. And as you get off, he says, Jan, Drizzle, you guys are alive.
Yep.
And he goes to give
Somehow.
you a big hug.
I'll give him a hug too.
Oh, man. Harley thought you guys were dead for sure.
They always do.
I heard you were coming, and I just wanted to greet you personally. What brings you guys to Barovia? I thought you guys were doing, like, I don't know, shit like Deepwater and Nessalem.
It's a long story. I don't think this is the right place to talk about this.
Yeah, I got a place for you to go. And he will lead you guys down off the tower.
I'll also introduce everyone now.
Yeah. Do you remember his name?
I'm literally looking at my notes. I just wrote it down.
I just said his name.
I know you did. It's with an I, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Let's try his best, man.
Yeah, he'll look at Jan and say, you want to introduce me to your friends? Your new
I
party?
hate you.
What?
He'll look at Jan or Drizzle, whoever wants to introduce him.
Where the fuck did I
Oh
write
man,
it
the
down?
whole team's getting dragged, huh?
Mm-hmm. None are spared the master's wrath.
Yeah, and surely you
Ismark,
remember this.
there you are.
Yep. Ismark.
That was unfair, Derek.
It was unfair. I literally said the name 35 seconds
You
before
literally just
asking.
got
I
a
have to
full
highlight
scene
them in my
series
notes.
recap. What?
We got a full ass recap. Let me tell you. Yes, I'm Ismark, former burgomaster of the village of Barovia. I now actually serve in the castle with our Lord Harley. My sister is actually taking over work here in Barovia.
Irina was always the hard worker.
Was she?
Did she miss me?
He would say, of course, Jan. She'd actually really like it if you visited.
Excellent. I believe Irina was the only one that I rolled good again.
Yeah, you actually had a pretty good rapport with Irina. You always rolled really well with her, and she found you handsome. She liked Jan.
Weird.
Yeah.
Look, man, I had to give him something.
Oh.
No, I'm just. Right.
Nat 20.
He brings you inside this tavern, and you see a werebird folk behind the counter that says, "Welcome."
That's not Harley.
That's not Harley.
Okay. It better be Harley's actual icon, Derek.
There's not. Harley's actual icon you'll see before the session ends. And Ismark just says, yeah, we're going to get you checked in here, and then I'm going to take you up to the castle.
Excellent.
This
Well, thanks for being so accommodating.
Of course. Look, Drizzle and Jan saved all of this. And actually, as you walk through the streets of Barovia, Jan, it couldn't be more different than it was before. There are tons of people perusing the streets of Barovia. People from all around the world are here, and even like a lot of non-humans like Naga and giants and things you wouldn't expect you see here in Barovia all getting along. It's almost a little idyllic.
Perfect.
Very lively, very happy, instead of the plane of dread that you remember.
Your friend Harley's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's actually kind of surprising. Honestly, I think a lot of this is probably Irina. I say to my party and not to his party.
Yeah, this bird say, "Welcome to the Blood of the Vine Tavern. You guys here to stay?" You must be Harley's esteemed guest.
Absolutely. I am the
Perfect!
Jancina. Oh. Ah, yes, I forgot. I forgot how wonderful it is to talk to Were-Raven.
I said, well, we'll get your stuff up to the room. And, well, good to meet you, Jan.
What was your name again?
Bart.
Bart?
Bart.
Bart the
innkeeper.
Were-Raven.
Yeah.
Excellent. Derek, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does anyone in the streets actually recognize me or Drizzle?
Good question.
Like, are we
Actually,
seen as
no.
like local heroes or anything?
You are not even. You actually think a lot of people on the streets aren't even locals. They're just outsiders, kind of. Well, touring and giving commerce and checking out the place.
Well, that's sad. I'd be sad by that.
Why would you be sad by that?
Because it's Jancina.
Well, I
She
mean,
likes
this
being
person,
recognized.
this person recognized you and said you're a hero.
Ooh, sorry, just got dizzy.
Oh, don't die.
That's
Kind
fair.
of. This is like the first warm welcome we've had in such a long time. It's kind of strange. I'm surprised they all knew we were coming.
Yeah, why would they know? Did you write ahead?
Do you ask Ismark?
We can ask him.
Oh yeah, Ismark would say. Actually, we got a letter sealed with a wax rose that said you all were coming.
Ugh.
Has the man ever heard of an unwanted favor?
I think as Museum's very friendly to us personally, but
yeah, they let us know, and honestly, we couldn't have been happier. But yeah, they get your shit up to the room. Just to expedite this shit, because we got about 2 minutes left.
I was just trying to like calm everyone down. Like, look, you're safe here. It's fine. Harley might not be the most trustworthy, but Irina and Ismark and everyone else, they're good. They're good people.
I don't think I can personally trust anything that Jancina says. Can I do some sort of roll on this town? Because it is, like, super cheery, and there's a lot of
Yeah, go ahead.
monsters. What do you need me to roll for that?
Roll an insight.
Okay.
You roll with advantage, too. Honestly, as a paladin, you can even do your divine sense.
That's what I was gonna do next. That's a 18.
An 18 insight?
Oh.
They genuinely seem happy to see Jancina. Everyone here seems pretty genuine.
This is real?
This is real.
Is it so hard to believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, despite everything, Jan and Drizzle saved a world from permanent and eternal despair. That said, kind of flaring out your divine sense, you sense all three. You except aberrations. You don't sense any aberrations, but you sense Fey, Celestial, and Fiend, but no evil. And even the undead you sense, there is no malice or evil here.
Xander's kind of having a day, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been 2 days.
I think I would still be weary and on guard, but not like no, I don't got my sword out or anything. It feels, this is just weird to him.
It is probably unusual, especially with at least one person you've regarded as pretty useless and uncouth. It's
Kinda
surprisingly
shitty.
somewhat of a folk hero here.
Yeah, I do think that's probably the weirdest part.
And just going back, so this was the inn. You guys are going to travel up here, up these stairs. And you see this castle off in the distance.
Ooh.
Resident Evil?
I think it probably is a Resident Evil castle, but like it works visually. It is way better than any of the other Ravenloft ones that
One
made
of-
no physical sense whatsoever.
Of course not. One of Harley's consorts better be who I think they are.
So go ahead and put your shit right
We're
in here,
done.
over on the left.
No, no, we're not.
Oh, on the drawbridge?
Yeah.
I think I'd be closer to the front.
Yeah, it would be in the bag.
And it is marked here.
I don't like that the music stopped.
Well, it's almost time for the end.
Okay.
This person comes out and says, "Ah, welcome back, friends. Welcome to Castle Ravenloft."
Is this Casimir?
Garrus?
It is.
Casimir!
And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, I want to see Harley.
Alright, I'll show you Harley just as like a little...
Next time.
I like this little blonde twink you got here, Cody.
Another
Time to
one.
die.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Aw, cute.
That's so good.
It was the closest thing I could find.
Han sent me
Once
the
Republic, they
original.
conquered the country.
I asked her when I was going to use Harley in mine. I was like, "Do you have that picture?" And she was like, "Yes."
I guess
On.
something to note about this individual, they just kind of float. They do not walk.
They're like super gay.
My divine sense is that's pinging undead, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And in fact, unbelievably powerful undead, but not evil.
Alexander feels so tired.
I'm going to put it in.
There is no
Okay.
dark intent behind this individual.
Oh, Han, what the fuck did you send me?
Things used to be so simple.
You saw an undead, you killed him. End of story.
Me with Celestials.
Saw an angel, that's a dead angel.
Well, I gotta head to bed.
Good night,
Bye.
Nah,
Peter.
Peter.
Good night, Peter.
Night.
Well, I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to next session where things will probably pop off.
Yeah, me too.
Like all these archers on the walls. Pew, 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 pew.
It's the military. They're all the were-ravens.
Isn't this Drizzle's old icon?
That's
Or am I thinking of Sal? I think I'm thinking of Sal.
yeah, this is my little drawing that I got. I forgot what the original icon. Hold on.
Oh, it
It
didn't.
was the little one at MS Paint one I did.
It usually puts the right one on there.
I dragged on copy of like I have like 14 different copies.
You do. The one that's just called Ilja actually pulls the right one on though.
Yeah.
Derek, you've come so far.
I know. I think about that all the time.
I forgot how you used to do the maps.
Oh yeah, they were terrible. They were just little squares.
Hey, you did what you had to do.
Oh my god, there it is. I'm anime, bitch. Oh, and that is the old Harley icon. Jesus Christ.
Kenku players using just Kenkus. I had the same. Little Bird was the crow with the knife for a while.
Oh, the crow with the steak knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you. Oh man. Let me show you the other one she used a lot. That Han used a lot.
Is it this owl thing?
No, it's. I can't find the exact one, but it looked something like this.
Oh yeah.
I forgot Dr. Littlebird's icon was that for the longest time.
Yeah, and then I switched to. I felt bad because everyone had like an animated one, so then I found this. So that's what he was for until I got the commission
Yeah.
from Jen.
Oh, yep, there's that one too. That was also Han.
Yeah, Jen like drew hers. Everyone had like really pretty ones, and I was like, I feel like a goober.
What is this?
That's old Casimir's icon.
Oh.
That was before Picrew, I think, existed, to be honest.
Picker's a lifesaver.
Picrew is a lifesaver.
Are we doing Strahd in this room? Druid and Drow. No. Dude, this is taking me back. This is crazy.
Yeah, I think up until recently I had the old Veranta on here, which was also just drawn squares.
Bird Dickums.
Excuse me?
This title
no.
is Bird Dickums.
So just to give you, here's also how far things have come.
Oh, Peter.
The old casino, right?
Yeah.
What was the slot machines?
Yep, the slot machines were still up there. And for some
Yeah.
reason, the three of you are all
Yeah,
Because we went
Scout,
and played
Lily,
the
and
slot.
Saffron were like, yeah, slots.
Oh, it's the
And there's a-
Blackbeard drawing.
Yeah.
And there's a smog.
It's funny to think that it's come to this.
Is this where Jet ate the meat?
Yeah, it was
What?
Vela though.
Oh, Rayla.
Yeah, Vela
Yeah,
ate the steak.
Ate the
In,
steak.
on that balcony.
I remembered it was a Wheaton character.
They were fighting over who got the last piece, so I walked up and ate
Yeah. From the two real sisters, you just ran up and ate it. And they went to kill you, but Gwendolyn stopped them and said any combat in the casino will result in execution.
I solved their problem.
Which is true.
I don't understand why they're mad. They were fighting, so I fixed it.
Oh hey, I see somebody on the new casino that I didn't realize was there.
Who is it?
I see Gus is over in the corner with the bunch.
Oh, yeah. Gus is there. The bottom right area is Gwendolyn's office, which you guys never went into.
One day. Maybe.
This one's called 1000 Degree Knife versus Halfling. Who do y'all think the halfling is?
Same
I
as
hope it's
you,
Jamie.
Wayne.
Why would someone want to have me with a knife?
I also am reeling over just the icon.
I think I found the episode with the Finger of Death trap.
Oh,
After,
yeah.
like 2 hours of playing, and none of the traps, we didn't find any traps. I finally said, fuck this, and decided just to open it. And there happens to be a trap on this one. I think it says a lot that I do not remember you using these white, like, backgrounds. That's how much fun it was.
I mean, it was all just imagination.
Exactly.
Now I spend like 15 hours preparing maps.
Eric's a madman.
I love these isometric maps, but dude, they take fucking forever to make. They do look sick. Look at this Barovia. I'm
It looks
proud of
really
this bitch.
good.
This looks very
Looks
good.
great, yeah.
You have way more patience than I. I have not tried to do the isometric ones. That's impressive.
They're very pretty.
I'm glad you all like them. Airship was a lot of fun to make. That's like something. That's something you guys can like just tell me if you want to change something, and I'll just fix it.
It's very pretty. I would have grabbed the airship from Final Fantasy VI and been like, slap yourselves on there, kids.
That is the musical theme I picked. It was the Setzer's airship theme. Good shit.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm sleepy.
Good night, Sue.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Sue.
Me too.